In 1309, Malik Kafur, the general of Alauddin Khilji, attacked the fort, with a large force of 100,000 men and surrounded it. Kakatiya king Prataparudra and his people secured themselves within the formidable stone-walled fort and battled bravely for several months with the invading army. As the siege was unable to be lifted for more than 6 months, Prataparudra agreed to a truce with Kafur, as the latter had unleashed massive destruction on the neighboring towns and villages. This truce included the notable Kohinoor diamond, along with various precious treasures, which he took it back to Delhi. The conditions of forging peace with the Delhi Sultanate included a clause that Prataparudra would pay an annual tribute, and that he would bow every day towards Delhi, as a tributary king denoting his subordinate status to the Sultan of Delhi. Again in 1318, Warangal fort was attacked by the Sultanate army of Qutbuddin Mubarak Shah, commanded by Khusro Khan, a son of Alauddin Khilji, and was held in a siege. Prataparudra again paid a huge tribute to the Sultan, in the form of a contingent of horses and elephants, which became an annual fee to be paid to the Delhi Sultanate. In 1320, the then ruler of Delhi, who had replaced Khilji, Sultan Ghiyat al-Din Tuluk, sent his son Ulf Khan to attack Warangal fort once again, as Prataparudra had not accepted the Tuluks and refused to pay the tribute. For a third and final time, the fort was attacked by Sultan Muhammad bin Tuluk, who held siege over the fort. Due to internal dissension, Ulf Khan had to retreat to Devagiri. After a temporary respite of 4 to 6 months, Ulf Khan came back in 1323, with 63,000 mounted soldiers, carrying archery, attacked the fort and used brutal tactics to breach the fort walls, with huge loss of men, possible only due to a doggedly attempt by Prataparudra. Ulf Khan resorted to massacre of the population outside the fortress, which forced Prataparudra to accept surrender and opened the fort gates. The Sultanate forces then plundered and destroyed the capital within and outside the stone wall, depriving it of its beautiful temples, royal enclosures, water tanks, palaces, farmlands and other important structures, leaving it completely in a state of ruin. In keeping with that tradition, Ulf Khan ordered the destruction of the great Swayambhusiva temple. All that is now visible of the temple are remnants scattered around the center of the fort, reminding visitors of its once charming presence, and the splendid architectural beauty, combined with excellent stonework and sculptural value of the period, that leaves everyone in awe. Prataparudra, who had surrendered, and was sent to Delhi, perished en route on the banks of the Narmada river. It is said that he committed suicide in 1323. The city of Warangal was then renamed as Sultanpur, and from 1324 to 1332 imperial coins were minted there. The Delhi Sultanate managed to hold Sultanpur until 1335, when the local 72 kings formed a union and took control. The fort then came under the control of the Bahmani Sultanate, Qutbi Shahi dynasty of Golconda, and later under the rule of the Nizam of Hyderabad.